ImAllexx, I want to talk about, I've never gotten, like, nothing happened. We didn't get, like, the satisfying ending. He didn't cry on video. That makes me think it'll happen.
Left.
Yeah, he just left.
Oh, he didn't respond. Okay. Still.
No, he was just gone. He just got accused of threatening his girlfriend to bash her head in with a brick or something, and he just left.
I guess before we get into the update, should we just go over like all of it? Should we just go over the whole ImAllexx story?
Yeah, I don't know how precise I can be because again, it's been like 6 months, but yeah.
May as well go for it.
Hold on, the real beginning is that this guy ran a merch called Internet Gaylord, made fucking rainbows. His entire personality was like bisexual Andy for like the entire time that this guy's been online, all right? And then when he gets accused of domestic abuse, it's a fucking woman. What the fuck, dude?
That is crazy. Well, if it's a guy, the guy would have beat him, right?
Yeah, literally. I mean, I had no idea this guy even fucking talks to women.
I can't imagine any self-respecting gay man being beat by ImAllexx and just letting that stand. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't.
No, but I thought he's always said he was bisexual, right?
Yeah, but like, come on, like all his shit's rainbows. You know what he's pandering to there. I've never once seen this guy with a guy. Think about it. When's the last time you saw this guy with a guy other than iNabber? And I whatever was going on there, I imagine was platonic. Dude, he dated King Ani.
Yeah.
Every girl. There were like 3 girls that exposed him. The 3 girls. Like, bro, I think he's like a, you know, it's funny because like Destiny used to say this stuff. Like there's a lot of bisexual streamers who use the bisexual tag on Twitch and you've never once seen them with a guy.
Yeah, because they're just trying to get laid.
Or they're just trying to get the accolades.
Well, I guess we know Destiny wasn't lying. I mean, he was telling the truth.
No, he was not lying.
So ImAllexx was a guy back in the day. Well, he is a guy, I guess. Whatever. He was one of the biggest.
He'll be next year.
True. That'd be a good response. But he was one of the up and comers in the commentary community back in the day. The way that he kind of wormed his way in was initially he made FIFA videos, then he quit that because it wasn't really working out. And then like a lot of YouTubers, like I'm not gonna name anyone here, they decide to do the thing that everyone does, where they figure, well, instead of making my own content, what if I just talk about other people? And so that's what he did. And he got pretty decently big doing it in the commentary community as like a small guy. And the important thing about him is he was really good at networking. Vega, I'm sure you remember back in the day, but he somehow just knew everyone. He knew literally every person in the entire community.
Yeah.
He at some point became a moderator of Colossal's Crazy's Discord server, and from there he just kept carrying on making connections. He was friends with Zaptai, friends with Bionic Pig, friends with Elvis the Alien back in the day. He was friends with Colossal's Crazy, Pyrocynical. He was friends with everyone.
Spartans, Leon Lush, Bunty King. Oh yeah, everybody, bro. Everybody.
Literally everyone. Yeah. And he was doing pretty well for himself to the point that he managed to get a pretty big channel. It was kind of slow beginnings, but once it picked up, it really picked up. I remember he had like maybe 25K subs, and then he got a few big shout outs, and then from there I think he got to like 90K, and then I think within 6 months of him really getting into commentary, I want to say he was almost at or had just passed 100,000 subscribers in like January 2017. So he was definitely on the come up. He was doing pretty well. And then he had his first kind of controversy, which is kind of a thing that I guess maybe Nick, you would want to go into more because you're kind of the expert, but it was over one of his buddies.
Yeah, he pissed off everybody. Oh wait, oh no, I thought you were going to talk about. Yeah, you're missing one. It wasn't his first controversy, Baited Podcast.
Oh yeah, we can get into that.
Yeah, because I mean, the big thing with the Baited Podcast in particular is that when it broke up, right? People were always like, "Oh, Tommy, what happened? Right. Keem, what happened?" It was a whole big fucking thing. Alex took it upon himself because he was a Colossal is Crazy Discord moderator. Okay, to spin some narrative like he knew what was going on, and he got the whole thing wrong. That day he created like a never-ending feud with Keemstar. He could say he hates him for all these reasons and all this stuff that happened or whatever. Not true. It started on that Baited Podcast day. Clown hates him for that reason. Tommy doesn't respect him. Right. But yeah, he basically just tried to snake his way and use the Baited Podcast situation for his own benefit, and it just blew up in his face spectacularly.
The video's taken down now, but basically what he did is I think he was on a Discord call that Keemstar happened to be in, and he was just there, and he ended up completely misreporting it without a recording of it. And basically after that happened, I remember even Tommy, who at the time was like, somewhat partial to ImAllexx, was like, yeah, I mean, this kid, he's a young guy, but I think he really fucked this up. And Tommy wasn't like a hater back then. He was just like, all right, well, he's a young guy, maybe he fucked it up, maybe he was kind of opportunistic, but he was willing to give him a second chance. It wasn't all doom and gloom then. But that was the way that went in particular. But Alex kept trucking along past that point. He was like good enough at making videos that people just didn't really care about it it that much. It wasn't a huge deal.
And by the way, good enough was just like making a face cam video and being British back then. Like that was what he had to compete with. There's no like internet anarchist style or like Sunny V2 style commentary video. It's very much the fucking two British guys, Kavos and Alex, being like, hey, isn't this fucking guy got bad teeth, mate? Right? His fucking video real bad, mate.
Yeah,
this guy's got big British balls or something. He's a homosexual.
Sometimes I wonder what would happen if like one of us went back in time and made commentary videos in 2016 of the level we're at now.
We chased them out. I remember, dude, when I came in, people were like, holy fuck, there's a guy from New York who does this. Holy shit. Like I was a novelty back then because everybody sounded like fucking clown, like worse clown because there was only clown. But by the way, Alex was a moderator of clown. Do you know who was a moderator of Alex?
Who's that?
Smaggle.
Really?
Oh shit, he wasn't he?
I didn't know that at all.
Dude, 2 separations from Colossal was crazy. The commentary kingpin Smaggle Daggle was born.
I forgot that. I actually completely forgot that even happened. Damn.
And there was plenty of American dudes, Nick. Come on now. You had Leon Lush, Bionic Pig, you had Elvis the Alien. It was like a whole giant community that was, I think it was like split in half.
Yeah, but that's the problem, right? It's all the British guys and then all the, I don't want to speak ill of Leon Lush, but I mean, there's an archetype of the other guys that are in there.
What does that mean?
There's a reason those guys review movies now.
Oh, do they? I think they do all review movies.
What does that mean? The archetype.
I mean, they couldn't really hang. They were just like, I want to talk about stuff, and then the second you talk about them, they like shrivel up into a ball and die.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, Leon Lush never did that.
No, I don't want to talk ill about Leon, but it's like, well, Bionic Pig and Elvis the Alien, and yeah, I mean, the American commentary left a lot to be desired back then. I mean, Kavos came in and just fucking annihilated everybody. I didn't even like Kavos back then. He just showed up and he's like, you're a fucking loser, okay? You're a fucking loser. Your content sucks. Everyone's just like, what?
I remember that when Kavos came in and he just took on everybody.
Yeah, he just started swinging.
Yeah.
And Keem was endorsing him because all these, the video essay guys, and they weren't even video essay guys, it was just kind of tro. But all the daily commentary guys who were face cam stuff didn't like pledge allegiance to Keemstar back then.
Yeah.
NCO, group chat, and stuff.
Yeah, I remember back then if you would shit on ImAllexx, you would get a retweet from Keemstar, no matter who you were.
No matter what.
Basically, no matter what.
I mean, Keem hated me. Dude, I met Keemstar at a G Fuel event or whatever, because a buddy of mine was friends with the guy who was running the event, and then they're like, hey, you want to go hang out with Keemstar or something? So I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. So I go to a G Fuel event at Adventureland where they had the movie, where they're filming the candy flavor, what is it, the cotton candy flavor G Fuel thing where he's like riding on a roller coaster and shit. And we had gotten into a fight after that. I was making jokes about how he spit out the product and he didn't even like it and all this shit. But then I went
Is that true?
Yeah, he did. But then he's like, well, it's a fucking energy drink. You can't just drink that much of it, dude. That's retarded. And I was like, all right, that's pretty reasonable, I guess. If he's been drinking an energy drink all night, that's probably not. But again, it didn't really taste very good. So I met Keem. We got into a fight or whatever. He didn't like me or whatever. But then when the ImAllexx stuff dropped, he goes, Nick, all right, I need you to get on Discord and record an explanation as to what's happening with Alex and then send it to me. And then I'm just going to repeat it on Drama Alert. Yeah, he just took it and posted it on fucking Drama Alert and was like all in with promoting all of us and retweeting us. I mean, he didn't like you either. He was boosting all your stuff.
Well, that was the thing, is that's kind of how I got my start partially. There was the why is your name Turkey Tom if you're not even a fucking turkey? Remember that? That was because I shit on Cabos.
Gobble, gobble, Turkey Tom.
Well, no, that was Bunty King. Was that
Yeah,
Bunty
yeah,
King? Or was that
Yeah, it was
Keemstar?
Bunty King.
We had the whole controversy with the baited video, but it didn't really matter that much. Alex was still doing well. And there were people who were shitting on him like Cabos, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I wouldn't say it was like a game-changing kind of drama, other than it put Cabos on the map. But the real thing that happened was regarding Hot Wet Soup, which was a podcast that was with Bionic Pig, Elvis the Alien, and Zaptai, who purportedly was ImAllexx's best friend at the time, essentially. And what happened was Zaptai had some allegations made about him. It was handled very poorly on that podcast, and past that point, ImAllexx went on that podcast, and he basically just kind of threw his friend under the bus without much reason to do so or evidence to do so, which at the time was not really a controversial thing. Like at the time, people basically supported the way that it went down from the public eye.
And simultaneously, he got tons of information like wildly wrong. He implied that there were multiple girls that were like underage and stuff like that has never to this point been substantiated. Simultaneously, he was part of the group. Him and the Anthony guy were pushing that there were like dick pics exchanged and stuff like that. So I mean,
right.
again, like but he was simultaneously saying stuff like, if you guys, wasn't it like if you make make a video on Ed, you're done, or something on Twitter. So he's giving like tons of mixed messages too.
Well, he also called Tommy a pedophile, right?
Yeah, he implied that Tommy was a pedo like he was all over the place, but that kind of started his run as like the oracle of sexual assault. That was the term that he used.
Who
when
said
he
that?
Him,
who
Alex.
First said that?
Alex.
Alex said that.
Alex, yeah. So years later,
the oracle.
in like his next big one, was with the Slazo stuff, where Turkey Tom obviously led the ring. Like he pushed that story super hard.
Right.
He wanted to talk to YouTubers who were critical of him, and obviously talking to Tom doesn't really make sense because Tom's a 100K YouTuber. You know what I mean? He's like this guy's just gonna go fucking tell on me. So he told two smaller YouTubers, you know, two little shitters, me and Boblax back then, who had like a combined like I think I had 1,000 subs and Boblax had like 1,500. But at that point, I mean, you could mistake Boblax for being like a 10-year-old. Right?
I forgot Boblax was involved in literally any way.
Yeah, no. So we got the conversation because his ex-girlfriend, who became a deacon and swore off men forever.
She became a deacon?
Yeah, she swore off men after him.
This is all new to me.
What the fuck is a deacon?
Was it a deacon or was it a bishop? One of those Catholic
She's a
things.
bishop?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so she literally can't like be with men now because of her like Bunny.
Who the fuck is Bunny?
I don't know what's going on.
She was called like Drug Bunny. It was
Drug Bunny?
Yeah, it was the friend of Charm Skull.
What the fuck?
You didn't know this?
I don't remember who Bunny
That Boblax turned a woman towards God?
Wait, I thought you said ImAllexx did this.
No, Boblax turned Boblax's stupid penis to send a woman to God.
Oh, well, that seems like a positive result.
I thought you knew this story.
No.
Dude, with this whole deacon, bishop shit, you know what those things are?
That's some Catholic shit. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Dude, I went to church every Saturday. We had a hockey league there. I don't know shit about fucking religion.
Okay,
anyway, so yeah, so Drug Bunny or whatever is friends with Charm Skull and Mystic, and Mystic was supposed to get a shout out and a collaboration at VidCon with ImAllexx. So all these guys were in a little group chat or whatever, and during that time, I had made like a really shitty video on Alex. It's still up on my channel to this day. I was talking about like, remember the gay wonk guy? What was his name?
Carlos Maza.
Carlos Maza. Yeah. We were talking about that stuff. So he brings us into a call and he's like, listen, mate, this guy's fucking done. All right, we got him. There's a whole fucking group chat, mate. We got like fucking, I think Pyro's name got thrown out there as being involved, even though he wasn't supposedly, as much as maybe like added to a group chat that he left or something. I don't think he was super involved. Hyojin's name got thrown around a lot. White's name, Einabber's name, like tons of people who were supposedly involved in this. Westerner, right? And he's like, but there's going to be another 3 more allegations we're going to drop on him. And listen, I've been doing this for a long time now. I sat here and I couldn't understand why all these people that I'm hanging around. Yeah, in his merchandise, by the way. He threw camera on, wore his pink little fucking internet sensation t-shirt.
He's always turning his camera on.
He's like, yeah, mate. So, you know, it's like, all my friends are like fucking, like, they just turn into pedophiles and nobody wants to say anything because they're fucking nervous about it. That made me like the oracle of sexual assault in it. So, like, I have to go through and fucking weed these things out and tell these people, like, you can't be around us, mate, because you're fucking bad. Or something. Like, he was some fucking speech like this, right? I was laughing my ass off. I was on mute. This is the only call I didn't record in history, fucking clearly, which sucked. But, I mean, he didn't necessarily come out and deny any of it. And it turned out mostly to be corroborated with public evidence and stuff. But, yeah, so he goes, hey, there's 3 more allegations on this Slazo character. Slazo being the Redditor, the second guy that he was falsely accusing.
Yeah.
And we just sat there and we're like, what the fuck are we going to do here? So VidCon's coming up and these guys are going on vacation to the States, right? King Ani, Hyojin, Vega. I think you were there at this VidCon.
I was about to say, you motherfucker. You know who walked over to me? It was Justin Wang, dog. We're chilling, we're drinking, having a good time. And Wang was like, hey, dog, did you see Nick just dropped the video?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, it was you and Willie, like a bunch of y'all dropped the video, right?
Oh, wait, before you get there, I want to just explain this.
Yeah,
we always get accused of running gay ops, right, Tom? We get accused of like being a commentary cabal who just fucks over people. Never has that been more true than this story, okay? Because we were in a group chat, right? And we were like, BWC, you're dropping on Monday. Tom, when are you going? Oh, I think I'm going to drop mine on Tuesday. Okay, you drop on Tuesday, Tom. I'll drop on Wednesday because I used that information he gave to film an interview at Colossal and Slazo to debunk it before they even put it out. Boblax, Twitterverses on Thursday. Everyone, we're going to go to Augie on Friday. That was the most coordinated thing the commentary community's ever fucking done. But the reason why we did it is because he was bragging about how much fun he was going to have in Los Angeles. So we wanted to fuck up his vacation. So we put a video out every single day. So what Vega's talking about about where he's like, yo, did you see Nick just dropped a video? That was like the second bomb. You can go ask anybody who was in VidCon 2019. They'll tell you there was a story where ImAllexx is walking around with a 1,000-yard stare like a bomb just went off, and he's fucking like, what is going on? He's just walking around the party. Ask Willie. Apparently he bought him a beer and then put out a video called ImAllexx is the biggest douchebag when he got off the plane when he got home. But he's like, listen, man, I just want to explain it to you. Willie's like, dude, I'm just drinking with my friends right now. I don't care about this rape stuff. We're on vacation. Leave us alone, right? But they went into rooms.
I remember, I think it was like, Nick, you dropped the first video, and then I had one, and then you dropped the interview, I want to say, is the way.
No, the interview was my video.
Was it? Didn't you have a video before that was about it without the interview?
That was before I met Alex, but that was like a month earlier, right? You went and you dropped the first video, I dropped my video, and then you dropped a follow-up on Hyojin when she started suicide baiting.
Yeah, I do remember. Well, no, the suicide baiting was after the follow-up, I think.
Yeah, after the follow-up. That was when she started because you're like,
yeah.
dude, I got a moral conscience. What do we do here?
Bro, I felt bad. What can I say?
Yeah, you were like 11 years old, and you're like, fuck, man.
11 years old. Dude, okay, so is this a part where I can say what happened at VidCon?
Yeah, because I hear they were going into rooms, S Blues Dank, yeah.
So, I don't know about those parts, but I know we were chilling, drinking at, was it Tro's house? I don't know. We were at a house, right, that we were staying at, but everybody was there. And, well, the majority of people were there. We're waiting to go to the next party, right? So, we're texting around, yada, yada, yada. We're chilling, drinking, and fucking Wang, he goes like, hey, did you see Nick just dropped the video? And he shows me his phone. I was like, fuck, dog. He's like, you want to watch it? I was like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? We're waiting, might as well. We're going to kill some time. So we started watching it. And like in the middle of the video, fucking Nick, he goes and he's like, yeah, by the way, go subscribe to Lord Vega. His dude's fucking great. This and this, underrated or whatever. And then everybody turns their head and looks at me. And I was like, I did not know he was going to do that, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Because now it looks like I had something to do with all this shit. And I was like, what the? Nick, you bastard, bro.
Dude, there was a time when I was super humble. Like, if you look at all my profile pics, I still use Tommy's merch. Like, not his merch, it's like his logo on all my stuff because he helped me get in, right?
Yeah.
And back then, I just wanted to, like, shout out, like, everybody. I mean, it wasn't doing anything for everybody. My videos weren't getting, like, more than 50K views. But I just wanted to, like, shout out fucking everybody. Like, go watch Vega. He's great. But you're like, oh, my God. What the fuck is happening to me right now?
I was so out of left field. No, because I had no idea. And we're sitting there as a group watching this, bro. So obviously the implication is I had something to do with this. And I have the balls to be in front of everybody, while you dropped the video, as if I knew. And same fucking, like Willie Mack buying a beer for the guy and then he drops the video 5 minutes later. You're a douchebag.
Bro, he cucked and changed the title after that because he was like, man, I feel so bad. I bought this guy a beer. I told him to chill out. And then I got home and I dropped a video called ImAllexx is the biggest douchebag.
You destroyed him, dude. I remember back in the day, I got some picture from someone. I don't remember if it was like Jay Aubrey or if it was like Poutine that sent it to me, but it was a picture of like a group of people at some Airbnb watching a TV with my video on in the background. I think they sent me a video of it and I could hear my voice and they were like, damn, this is crazy. And this is while they were at VidCon with ImAllexx, like within, 1,000 feet of them because they were at the convention centers where everyone stayed back then. So
it was probably at the same
It was a pretty
house.
crazy time. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It was a pretty nutty time to be around. And basically after that, I think a lot of people's opinions on ImAllexx were pretty solidified within the commentary community anyway. But Alex, his career pushed on. He managed to escape the sort of, because he kind of came from the more edgy
because he went to TikTok.
TikTok.
He went to TikTok, yes.
Yeah. He jumped to TikTok and then he started to become more of like the the girls commentary like channel, right?
And it worked.
Because he was doing a lot of like the tea stuff, not like a tea channel, but he was covering makeup and beauty stuff. So he switched his whole demographic more female focused.
Right.
Which
it works though.
Ultimately became a problem.
Well, much later.
Right. Yeah, like much later that didn't go super well, but obviously.
At the time he was destroying, dude. In terms of views, he was absolutely huge. Among the women that like the guys that look like Curtis Connor and iDubbbz, I mean, he was destroying the game. He was even posting little ukulele songs.
That's the thing with drama. Everyone's like, oh, you do drama because you can't cover anything else. But like once you kind of widen your eyes a little bit, I know you're dealing with this right now, and you start covering things that are outside of what drama channels typically talk about, you find that you start ballooning subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
If you're ImAllexx and you're covering Wild Spartans, Kavos, Keemstar, and Colossal, you're boxing yourself in, and you're going to be like me. You're going to be stuck between like 80 and 100K forever because that's the stuff you like and that's the stuff you're covering. But if you want to start covering beauty, if you want to start covering makeup, if you want to start doing nowadays more reaction-based content, if you want to start getting into like, back then it was the James Charles stuff.
Yeah,
you would just see like, it's like you keep your whole audience because it's still drama, but now you adopt like an entire new community. You can just broaden that scope.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely evolved. And I feel like now the meta for that is like, because I feel like back then it was like Reddit, right? Like Reddit and then like Discord reading like meme videos. Now that meta is more reaction stuff, but I feel like I haven't seen a commentary channel kind of hit that mainstream in a little while in the way that Alex was able to. And he got so big and he accumulated this new audience of people who watched him and they didn't even know about the drama. And if they did, they didn't care, which then allowed him to collaborate with a lot of other people, like on the E-Boys podcast, which was a funny kind of side arc that happened there where it was ImAllexx, Will and E, James Marriott, and Memulus. They did a podcast and iNabber was their good buddy and wanted to be a part of it. And I think he had originally pitched the idea for a podcast and they basically just did it. After he suggested the name, they did it without him. Right. And he was then tweeting about it, crashing out. You were supposed to do the podcast with me, not without me. You're supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. And it was pretty brutal. But they, all these people who were collaborating with Alex, they just didn't care about the allegation stuff because they were like, oh, well, he makes money for us, so whatever, right? And past that point, Alex was pretty scot-free from drama. I think past the Slazo thing, Nick, was there anything that we really talked about regarding ImAllexx until the recent stuff?
Briefly, we talked a little bit about Solid Shive.
Oh.
But I think that was... there are smaller things that came out about him. I think the only one that he probably got right back then when he was doing his whole, like, I'm going to be the rape protector, it was... Who was that guy? Vega, you pressed him at a VidCon.
Oh, man. Well, which one?
It's the blue guy.
The blue hair guy. Yeah.
You pressed him because you were like, man, I hear some shit about you on the internet.
You're talking about Trollsis? Is that
yes,
it?
Yeah.
Trollsis,
Vega, Vega ran up on Trollsis in real life.
Really?
No, it wasn't. I didn't hear anything on the internet. It was the people that were there that were talking about him.
I just didn't want to name the person.
Really?
It was just people that were talking about him that were there.
He's like, is this shit real?
Yeah. I don't want to get too crazy into it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You made him confront the allegations in real life.
Well, yeah, but then, somebody, it was like related to what was going on there. And then I was like, well, hold up. I'm not the type of dude that's going to be sitting here and be like, man, fuck this guy. And he's like 4 feet away.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about this shit, right? And then fucking when I'm hearing this stuff, as soon as I see this motherfucker, like the second after I hear it, like it was like weird timing. And then he walked in, he'd been around the whole time. I didn't really know him. And as soon as he walked in, that's when I was like, yo, fuck that. And I walked over to him and then, I won't talk about what happened, but whatever happened. Everything got, I guess, cleared up in that moment. But I don't know if those people themselves settled that shit. Not my problem, but he had a problem in that moment. Again, it got cleared up, but yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
So anyways, Alex got accused of domestic violence. Wait, while Alex was being accused of domestic violence, iNabber got accused of like spousal abuse, bro. Like, do you remember?
He got hit?
I forgot that, bro. Dude, iNabber's girlfriend dropped the craziest twit longer ever, bro. She put her nudes in it.
What?
Wait, whoa.
Yes!
Whoa.
Dude, I put a thumbnail out and I put like a cropped off one. It's like she needed to show her like her body or something for some reason because like the dog bites or maybe I don't know. I guess Dr. House prescribed dog bites. And
wait, were her nudes in it?
Yeah, so to show her stomach and like her shoulders or whatever, the only way she could do it was to take her arm and cover her breasts and take a selfie and put it in her like abuse twit longer.
That's fire.
Wait, so she said that iNabber did something to her?
Yeah, she said she was like abused by iNabber or whatever. Like, I'm not saying like raped by iNabber, but like abused by iNabber.
I think it was like his dog bit her.
Well, it was like emotional abuse, and then like they lived together. But dude, that's the thing is, dude, these guys lived together for like 8 months after they broke up, and they were surprised that it wasn't like a fantastic place to be. You know what I mean? Like that's
a good point.
That is a fucking brutal position to be in. But yeah, iNabber's dog like mauled her or something.
Right.
Because iNabber's got that really cute dog, and remember the time when? Do you remember all the days he's like, I think I'm gonna have to put Kenji down, guys. I'm so fucking stressed. It's because he like mauled his girlfriend.
Kind of awesome.
Anytime, I'm gonna be real with you. Anytime I hear some crazy shit like that coming from like that corner of the internet, I'm just like, whatever. It's probably nothing. Like, oh my god, he shot me in the leg, or he raped me and my friends, or I get
he raped me and my friends.
Yeah, he raped me and all my friends one night. I as soon as I hear it, or there's like a Twit longer or Google Doc, I'm just like, it's probably nothing. Because it's been like proven to be just bullshit, or the girl's mad, or so I don't know. So it's always something to where it ain't that big of a deal, or it just didn't happen, right? Or they're just making it up or something like that. So I just be like, whatever. Oh, are the cops involved? No? Okay. I don't give a fuck then.
The best part is that if that like whole Slazo group had their lives like destroyed in the next 4 years, like every single person there, with the exception of King Ani, who tried to, but like King Ani came back from the ImAllexx allegation, the Slazo allegations, to accuse ImAllexx as one of his ex-girlfriends in this drama. She had like a reoccurring role in this story, which was really funny.
Really?
Yeah, everyone just kind of looked at her and just said, fuck you, and moved on to the next foot longer, but she did come back and tried to like stab Alex. And in the middle of it, it was like a pseudo Slazo reaction, because again, she never really spoke on it, and she threw all the blame on Alex because he was getting shit this year, which was really cowardly.
In fairness, they didn't really get their lives destroyed. They're
Yeah,
still
they
around.
did,
They're
bro.
fine. What do you mean?
Blues Dank's career imploded. I love Blues Dank, but like he's not where he was. King Ani escaped. I will say that. Weasterner.
But was it destroyed by the drama, though?
No. By pure happenstance, their lives were all destroyed.
Weasterner's fine.
You remember what happened to Weasterner?
No.
With Maximilian Muss when they doxed his girlfriend and ran him offline?
Oh, I completely forgot that happened.
Yeah, he had that happen, bro. Hyojin got like exposed for fucking abuse.
I forgot that happened at all.
Oh, I remember that.
That happened too? Yeah, dude, Hyojin got hit. Fucking Alex gets fucking hit with domestic abuse and screaming and threatening to bash his girlfriend's skull in with a brick. Like that whole group chat, Quite got fucking accused and he got out of it, but he like had a really shitty.
He was fine though.
Yeah, but he got out of it. I'm just saying, like all this karma hit all of these people, some deservingly so.
It wasn't quite like the least involved though.
From the screenshots that we were able to get, but as far as I know, he evaded them. Somebody had to be the guy taking those screenshots. I always thought it was iNabber. What do you think?
Definitely iNabber.
I think iNabber got, because he was never in any of the screenshots and he still denies it.
I'm pretty sure iNabber sent me the group chat screenshot back in the day.
Oh, really?
I think he did.
You know, Quite followed me during the heyday of the Alex carnage.
Really?
And then like he just unfollowed the next day and he never said anything. I always wanted to know what he was going to write me, because he obviously was going to say something. This was a time when like everything I tweeted got like 30,000 likes on old Twitter, because it was just updates about the story. And this was like the big, like you and me and fucking Primic had a solid video at the time. Like we were really just driving this home for like a month and a half.
It was a campaign.
Everyone forgets Dolan Dark was the first one to apologize.
Oh, I forgot he was even involved.
Yeah.
Dolan Dark.
Dude, Dolan Dark is involved in everything, bro. Everything.
Damn.
Do you remember, he was involved in the, remember when the Pyro video came out by Toastify?
Oh yeah, he wasn't there. Yeah.
He was in that video. He was in this one. But he's always the smart guy who's just like, I'm in over my head. I am sorry.
Yeah, but Dolan's good people. And then Quiet, same thing. He's good people. I think a lot of these cats, they're younger. They got caught up in the group and all that. Is that an excuse?
Yeah.
Is that cool? No. But I'm just saying, they got caught on the internet for everybody to see, where usually this isn't something that's like broadcasted. They just make that mistake. But then again,
Yeah, no, Weast is an alright guy too. I think Weast and Blues Dank.
I met Weast once, but I don't remember if he was cool or not.
He got humbled.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and nowadays he's cool. Blues Dank has been nothing but cool to us since then.
I met him too. He's cool.
He was like the first guy who broke out, because you know they had like a little code thing. It was like, don't say anything. If you say something, if you apologize, you make the group look worse.
Right.
Really?
So he was the first guy to be like, all right, fuck my friends. We were wrong. What else has happened?
Okay. So was that it? That's the end of the.
Yeah, I mean, he got accused of domestic abuse. Do you want to go any further than that? You want to go into any of the details?
That's up to y'all, man.
I mean, the domestic abuse shit. Okay, Nick, I remember when that happened, you said that you weren't surprised. I was surprised.
Well, I said I wasn't surprised, like when Nate Diaz fucking submitted Conor McGregor.
I don't know what that means.
Like, I mean, everyone was kind of surprised, but he was like, I am not surprised. That was me when it happened, dude. I am not surprised that this guy, who's been like the serial abuse accuser, got his own charges.
So what, do you think it was all projection?
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
I don't know if it was projection, but he was definitely an emotionally fucking distraught person. And those types of people don't usually have good relationships with their girlfriends, you know?
Do you think that there's a little bit of this? And I'm just gonna ask. I'm not saying one way or the other, but I'm gonna ask. This is almost like that joke, right? Where it's I forgot who, Bill Burr or Chappelle, somebody, right? Where it's like the Rihanna thing with Chris Brown, where she's sitting on the couch and it's like, hey babe, what do you want to eat for the wow? And you just start swinging, right? Like, do you think that is what's going on, or you think the girl was fucking pushing him to the point where she's like, oh, he's breaking right now, and then she hits record, she's like, you know what, you're kind of a dick, and he just goes crazy. You know, you think that's possible?
It is possible, but we have so much from so many different days.
On the opposite, yeah.
The thing is, like, it's very possible that the relationship was two-sided in terms of that stuff. Like, who knows? We haven't seen his response. But I think the thing is, like, whether or not that is the case, I don't think that the audience is going to give a shit or forgive Alex.
Yeah, true.
Well, that's the thing is that that's what we were talking about before. He really benefited from that more female-oriented audience. And if you're in that community, you cannot get accused of anything like this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, logic is going to go out the door.
Like, he lost all of those fans.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying you're right, because anybody that would have at least went down the logic tree of, like, how did we get here? You know, was it so toxic that this was the moment it kind of blew up? It just happened to be recorded? Or the current situation he's in is a vast majority, 90% is probably all female, and they don't care, right? They don't even know the logic tree exists.
Yeah.
They just know that he said some bullshit, and they're like, yo, fuck this guy. And that's that. So there you go.
I still see Alice Hez talk on Twitter a little bit. I think recently she said something like a month ago. Apparently there was more she wanted to drop, but I doubt she'll say anything unless he like returns.
I think the only recent update we got was Brad Does Banter leaked, or he said, I don't know if this is true, that ImAllexx is being pitched for some YouTube boxing thing.
Yeah, but I mean, Brad Does Banter just lies. He always has. I don't really.
Brad Does Banter. Is he back?
That was like a year ago.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Do you trust him?
Not necessarily. I'm just saying it might be the case.
Yeah.